then we'll get the recording and
Okay.
just check. I think we've got all the board members in. Got quorum, I believe. Okay, so we're now live on YouTube, just so everybody knows. I'm going to get the video recording. That turned on here again. Okay. Okay, so everybody knows we're recording on Zoom to the cloud, and we're also live streaming on the YouTube channel. So I could quote another person in the waiting room if you can let them in.
I got him.
Quickly, I believe we got a quorum. We got Cheryl, Juliet, Mike, Lynn. Is Karen on? Mary's on. Maureen. Karen's the only one I'm missing, and a couple members of the public, it looks like, as well. Someone on phone number 203, name 1654. If that's Karen or someone else. All right, let's give it one more minute, and then we'll go ahead and get called to order. All right. Well, let me go ahead and start because we've got a quorum, and I'll try not to keep everybody too long here. So I'm going to go ahead and call to order the special meeting, and it looks like Karen's joining now. So that's everybody from the board. So I'm going to go ahead and call to order the special meeting for the Region 9 Board of Education on July 15th, 6 p.m. And we're recording live on the YouTube. Recording on the Zoom cloud and streaming live on YouTube. So I'll call us to order at 6:02. And the first item on the agenda is any public comment. So there are a couple of members from the public that are on. If you would like to speak, if you want to either wave your hand in the window or raise the hand symbol over in the chat sign. Again, ask that you keep it to 2 minutes and identify yourself, name and address for the record. Here, there are just a few people in from the public, it looks like, right at the moment. All right, so we'll move on from there. And I will note that Gina's on from the administration as well for the record. So thank you, Gina. All right, so then we'll move to the next item then, board member comment. So any comment from board members? Okay. All right, so we'll move to the next item then, which is I'll need a motion to go to executive session to discuss employment of the superintendent. And I'm going to try this in Zoom here. So what I'll ask everyone to do, I'm going to send everybody back out into the waiting room and then bring the board members back in. So we'll be the only ones in the discussion. And then after the executive session, we'll let any of the members of the public that are still in the waiting room in Zoom, we'll bring them back in. So this will simulate what we normally do when we go into executive session. Board members and anybody they invite in will go to a separate room, and we'll ask members of the public to step aside until we finish the meeting and then come back in and finish up our public meeting. So that'll be how we'll do it here. So I'll look for motion for us to move into executive session if one of the board members would like to make that.
So moved.
Okay, so Cheryl, okay. I think Mike was talking, but he's muted, so let me get him unmuted there. Right. Michael, were you trying to second?
Yeah, no, did you want to read the motion so that we know what we're?
I just had a simple, I was just saying we'd move to executive session to discuss employment of the superintendent.
Fine. Who are we inviting in? Just the board?
Just the board.
Okay.
As part of that motion. Tom would be invited, but I don't see him on.
Okay, I'm happy to second that.
Okay. So Mike is seconding. So Again, the motion is to recess to executive session to discuss employment of the superintendent with the members of the board in attendance and no one else at this point.
And Todd, just question, what happens with the recording when we?
In executive session, I'm going to turn both the recordings off.
Gotcha.
So I will.
Live stream off too, right?
And live stream as well. Yes. Yeah, I'll double check that. All right. So it's been moved in second. No discussion on it. Any other? Then all in favor for the board members?
Aye.
Say aye. Raise your hand. It looks like unanimous. All right. All right. So again, members of the public and Gina, we're going to move everybody out. Actually, I'll just move everybody out because again, there's a phone number on here and I'm not sure who that is since they didn't announce. So I'm going to move everybody into the room back out.
Oh, was that,
See if I
sorry.
can, yeah. So let me just see if I can everybody at once. Or else I may have to do them individually. Okay, I may have to do them all individually. So Cheryl, can you help me just go through them?
Sure. You want me to admit board members back in?
Yeah, let's get everybody out first, except you and
Okay.
me, and then it doesn't look like I don't see the feature to do them all at once. So let's move everybody out, and then except for the two of us, and then we'll move board members back in. So just put them into the waiting room. You go to more, and you can put them all in the waiting room.
Ah, got it.
Unfortunately, you got to do it by each individual.
You have to highlight each person.
Yeah, you got to highlight them. It looks like.
Oh, there
Okay,
you go.
so I think I've got. There's some.
There's this one. There's still that one phone number, Todd. I don't know if you can get that 203 phone number. I can't get into the waiting room.
Yeah, I'm just removing them.
Okay.
They won't go into the room. I tried them twice. I'm going to remove them. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop